Right, I've absolutely had it with but sometimes polyester is necessary crowd, because I fear you're missing the point. Polyester does not need a white knight. It does not need a defender. There are a few circumstances when polyester or another synthetic material will be the best choice. When you need high elasticity, good stretch and recovery, high abrasion resistance, compression, waterproofing or fast drying. And that's why you see categories like activewear, technical outerwear, swimwear, hosiery and lingerie are dominated by synthetics. Firstly, just because you need polyester or synthetics in some circumstances doesn't make that polyester less bad. Synthetics are terrible for the environment and for people. And the fact that we do need them is unfortunate. Synthetics, as we know, are made from fossil fuels. They're a precious, natural, unrenewable resource that's extremely carbon intensive to extract. They shed microplastics, they never biodegrade, they just keep breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, which end up in our ecosystem, in our breast milk. And if production isn't carefully managed, the highly toxic chemicals that are used in polyester production remain in the fabric. And some of these chemicals are endocrine disrupting, disrupt our hormones, causing things like cancer and infertility. There's no sugarcoating it. Synthetics are terrible for us and they're terrible for the planet. We should be using them as little as possible. The second point I want to make is that the categories that I spoke about before, where synthetics dominate, probably account for about 25% of the apparel market. And recent figures have showed 70% of the apparel market is made from synthetics. We're using synthetics disproportionately, using them when we don't have to because they're cheap. So we do need to talk about why polyester is bad. We do need to keep reminding people, because there are more instances than not when you don't need it. And we not only need people to reduce their use of synthetics, what we need is brands to innovate away from fossil fuel plastics. There are alternatives out there, but in order to scale commercially, they need big brands to adopt them. So actually, when you're saying things like, oh, well, activewear needs polyester, and you're scoffing at people who are trying to find alternatives, you're actually blocking innovation. You're telling the brands, we're happy with the status quo. We don't need something else. Plant-based elastane exists, biodegradable elastane exists. New founders and small brands come to me all the time because they want to use these materials. But meanwhile, Nike and Lululemon continue business as usual because they can. Because some of you are out there defending them. So how about we stop that? Let's end the conversation where we say polyester's okay or it's needed in some circumstances. Needed in a comparatively small set of circumstances compared to what is actually used in the world today. And take a look around at the wars that are devastating several parts of the world right now. Many of these conflicts are driven by competition for oil. And polyester, being an oil-based fabric, is part of that problem.